past 3 days, banked 30K with these prop firms, and also got a shout out from ICT. So this week has been amazing. But I just wanted to kind of recap this week and how it went with you guys to show you the exact trades I took and go over them, and show you the exact trades I took, what I risked on them, what I made on them, and kind of just break it all down for you. So let's get into these charts. All right, so jumping into Wednesday, we have our trade that we took on Wednesday. This was the trade. We took this long after news came out, took out sell side, and then we pushed higher, came back down into the first fair value gap after the New York Open, which is why I highlighted it and dragged it all the way through. Even these candles came down, hit that, pushed higher, got our shift in market structure right there. Our fair value gap right there is the white box that I entered on, as well as the daily BISI that it was layered on top of. And then we pushed higher, broke through this bearish fair value gap that we used as an inversion fair value gap, and then pushed higher off that, and then I pyramided in a little bit more, and then I was aiming for the previous day's PM session buy side, but I did not get that hit. So we retraced a little bit. I moved my stop loss up to here, basically where the minor buy side was, and just took apart. It was kind of like I exited my position there, and then I got out my position there in profit. And then after that, we came down, took out this low, hit the 5-minute inversion for value gap, pushed higher, closed above this small little 1-minute imbalance, and then I got my entry there on that inversion. And then I'll show you a little bit more. This was ICT's chart, by the way, and it's basically the same thing. The only thing I'm missing is the immediate rebalance and the bullish for value gap marked out. But this was the second entry right here. If we go to the right side, it's a 30-second chart, I believe. Yeah, it's a 30-second chart. So you can see we hit the 5-minute BISI. It's highlighted right here. Oh, I don't know if you guys can see my cursor actually. All right, you guys should be able to see my cursor now. So we came down into the 5-minute BISI, and then we go to the 30-second chart. We can see that we have our change in state of delivery right here when we close above this opening price, come down, hit the order block, push higher, and then we create another order block, which is your propulsion block. You can see how well that was respected. And then we have this inversion for value gap right here. We close above it, next candle opens, drops, hits that inversion for value gap, and then displaces and runs to our target that we were looking for. So that was the trade on Wednesday. And if we come over to our Top Step account, I have 50K and 150K. So this is the 150K account that is currently at 10K basically. And on Wednesday, which was the 4th, you can see that it netted us a total of 2,200 for the 50K, and then for the 150K, sorry, this is the 150K express funded. So on Wednesday, we brought in a total of 2,200 on the 150K account, and then the 50K account, or not 50K, all 4 50K accounts, because I have 4 of them and I copy trade all of them. So they're all the same, but I just pulled up one just to show you, so I don't have to like load into each individual one. On the 50K, we made 1.1K on Wednesday times 4, so that would be basically 4.5K across all 4 50K accounts, and then our single 150K account brought in 2.2. So that day we had a total net of around 6.7K profit. So that was a good day. And then moving on to the next day, which was Thursday, best trade yet. This was the trade that ICT felt the need to repost. And then this was my best trade yet. It was a 1-15 RR. So basically I explained it already in like the trade recap video I posted that he reposted. But I'll just do a quick rundown. Basically, we come up, sweep previous day's high, and then we take that high out again. Mind you, keep in mind that ES, this is iTradeNQ, so ES formed the SMT where ES did not take out previous day's high, right? So I was looking for expansion to the downside, and after taking this high again and respecting the daily volume imbalance, we create this fair value gap. We come up, respect it, drop, creating an order block, and you can see how we're respecting this order block. We drop down again with this last up close candle, which was my entry, which was the order block / propulsion block, and you can see how well that was respected. then we dropped from there, and then the new day opening gap, as we close below it, we come up, hit it, and then drop lower. So that was basically the trade recap in a quick version. And yeah, this trade brought in a pretty good hefty amount across all my accounts with the 1 to 15 RR. This was ICT's trade, and it was I didn't get the turtle soup entry or the fair value gap entry, but I did get the order block entry, which is what he entered, which is what he pyramided on as well. And so yeah, it's kind of cool, you know, taking the same trades as the guy you learned from. So this was a trade execution. I took that loss initially on the first drop, and then we ran that high again, and I took the second trade on the short. And then I'll show you the P&Ls right now. So on that day, the 5th, let me show you guys so you guys don't know I'm not BSing. So Thursday, September 5th, right? Come back. So on the 5th, this is the single 150k express funded. We brought in 5.5k in that single day on this single account. And then, let me not do that. Let me go over here quickly so it doesn't have to wait for it to load. On the 50Ks, on the 450Ks, I brought in a total of 2.8 times 4. So that is roughly 12 minus 800, so 11.2. So 11.2k across the that account, plus the 6k from this account, or almost 5.5k. So it was around like a 17k day, 17 to 18k day, somewhere in between there. And that was my best day yet. And you know, it wasn't over leveraged, it was completely risk managed. I still risked normal amount. In case you guys were wondering what I was risking, I was risking on the 50Ks, I was risking 250. And you can see in the trade execution, actually. If you want to know, if you think I'm lying, go ahead and watch the trade recap back. You'll see I switch in between the Top Step X platform. You can see like my entry and my risk and everything. But yeah, I risked between 250 and I risked 250, and I got this P&L as a result. I got 2,800. So, and you can see I have the 50Ks. Here's the first one, second one, third one, and fourth one, and then you have the 150K express funded. So I'm not capping. I just don't want to sit through and load it up. So actually, I'll load up another one just so you guys know I'm not capping. All right, there we go. Another 50K account loaded up. You can see the account numbers are different, and it's basically the same P&L, just $4 off. But I know there's going to be some people who are down to me, but this should be enough proof, the different account numbers and the P&L. So back to 150K, and then we'll show this last day, Friday, which was yesterday. I actually took this live with my whole entire Discord, and I did record it. I plan on uploading that recording sometime next week. Dude, why is this guy? Oh my god, people are so dumb these days. I recorded this entire execution live with my Discord, and I'll upload that sometime next week. And so yeah, let me just recap it real quick. So on this day, Friday, I entered on a 30-second fair value gap. I had a close proximity entry, and you can see that. So we opened. I was bearish all day. Here, let me show you. The night before I was bearish. So here you can see I sent this screenshot to my private group, my private Discord, and you can see that levels I'll be watching if price wants to expand lower post NFP. So I was watching these lows. Pay attention to the price, 18,514, and then 18,383. So those were the levels I was watching after NFP dropped. And as you can see, if we come down to the daily range, you can see that both of those levels were hit. 18,383 got hit before the end of the week. So it's pretty good. And then if we come up, we had a SMT with ES. So on the left side you can see ES, and then on the right side you can see NASDAQ. Previous day's PM session high, ES swept that. NASDAQ failed to, respecting the 15-minute imbalance, and you can see what happens after that. So now that you have the SMT, clearly you can see that. You can see why I was bearish. So starting off the morning, we open, have a bearish, we run up a little bit, have a bearish, we drop, create a bearish order block, we respect that, and then we drop again. And then we, I didn't really show it clearly, but we had an inversion for buy gap from before the open that we respected as well. And then after that I was waiting for some kind of entry on the lower time frames, which is what I got. So we come up, hit a 5-minute imbalance, and then we displace lower, creating a 30-second for value gap as well as an inversion for value gap. And that's where my entry was. Price dropped a little bit, and then I entered, and then put my stop loss above that high, and then rode it down to the sell side that I was watching. I didn't hold all the way to the higher time frame narrative sell side because me personally, I'm just not comfortable holding my trades that long yet. Eventually I'll grow into that, but me, I'm fine with taking the profits that I had there. And it was a nice 1-to-4 trade. And as you can see on the single 150K account, we got total P&L of 2.2K. So if I'm risking 500, that's a 1-to-4, a little bit more than a 1-to-4. But yeah, like I said, every trade was not over leveraged. Nothing was, I didn't risk a crazy amount of money on a 150K. When you have how much I had, 7K drawdown, I risked $500 and I got 2.2K. So you don't have to risk a lot to make a lot, right? If you have the leverage, if you have the scaling, you don't have to risk a lot. On the 450Ks, the 450K accounts, I made a total of 1,200. So 1,200 times 4 is basically 5,000, and so I had 5,000 from that on top of the, on top of the 2.2 thousand from this day. So it was a total of 7K that day, putting us up around 30K in the past 3 days. Do the math if you want. I showed you every day's P&L, and I'm showing you the charts. What other YouTubers, traders, quote unquote traders, are showing you their dashboard, showing you their P&Ls and stuff, because none of them, I'm not gonna say none of them, but most of them aren't really legit. So I'm trying to prove to you guys, I don't have to prove to you guys that I know what I'm doing, because I obviously know what I'm doing. But I just want to be as transparent as possible, and hopefully you guys can build some trust between me and you guys. But I need 2 more winning days before I can get that payout, and then I'll make a video when I do get that payout. That should be fun video to record. But yeah, that basically concludes the last 3 days I had and how I made 30K. So once I get this payout, I'll do a video on that, and then I'll have another video dropping sometime in like 2 days. I'll upload Friday's recording of that video. Friday's recording of that trade, I'll upload that. And yeah, other than that, so yeah, like I said, bias is really important. If you were looking for shorts on Friday, it would have been a very easy day to trade. As you can see, all we did was drop on Friday. So I sent this this screenshot to my private group on Discord, and they were able to capitalize on these shorts, and as you can see, eventually got hit. So if you're interested in joining my Discord, the free Discord, the link will be in the description. And if you want to join the private group where I live trade, every day that I take a trade, I'll go live and send you my weekly analysis, all the fun stuff. There's a link for that in the Discord. So yeah, I can't wait to get these payouts. This week has been a fun week, 30K in the past 3 days. ICT reposting my video, which was pretty random. I just woke up to seeing that, so it was pretty eventful morning. But yeah, that's pretty much it for this video. If you guys enjoyed, leave a like. If you have any questions about how I trade prop firms, why I chose Top Step, why I took those trades, any kind of questions, leave them in the comments. I'll answer all of them. And with that being said, I'll see you guys next video, and stick to your rules, don't deviate from your plan. and be safe. I'll see you guys next time.